Good morning. Who wants to just open the course material and give me? I sent something there this morning. Yeah.
This 90
Give me the course material. Forget revision question. Hey, okay, the notes. Give me. Not this thing. Yes. Where did we stop in our last lecture? So nobody wants to give me. I'll start teaching you. Then teach. I just be teaching. I just want to have a direction. That's why I asked for it. Yes. The telegram now, the material I sent there. Yes. Just open that place. Then I'll. Please remove if you can. If there's a way you can pause your password for now, because some of you have 2 minutes, two seconds password. Is that right? How long does you have password? Hello. All right. So where did we stop in our last class? Okay, we entered what poison, right?
Yes.
Do we define it?
Yes.
We did, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what is poison? What is poison? What is poison? So if you ask what is poison, you just say that can damage it. What is poison? Okay. Who has a better definition? Don't do that. Who has a better another definition to give? Yes, poison. So what is poison?
Poison is any substance that can cause damage. Cause damage
You can give your own definition.
when
You can give your own definition. How you understand it. You will not be what you write.
Tell me that's your own definition. Don't tell me is that why substance they put in the food. Define it.
Poison can be defined as a substance that can damage.
She claimed it. Define now. Define now. Shock me. What's poison? What's poison?
Substances that can damage their body and cause to death. Simple.
All right. That was on a lighter mood. All right. So let's continue from where we stopped. Okay, in our last class, good morning, we said that in the context of pharmacy, that a poison is legally defined as a substance that can cause severe organ damage. Please, watch out the punch word. These words are very important. They can cause what? Severe organ damage or death if ingested, inhaled, or what? Injected, or what? Absorbed through the skin. You see the different routes it can enter into the system. It's not just anything that can try to. There's some keywords you don't need to do what? Miss if you are giving a definition. They are the substance that can do what? Cause severe organ what? Damage if ingested, inhaled, injected, or what? Absorbed through the what? Skin. So some of you that are there are some that will be rubbing anyone you see in the market, they'll say it will make pass through your what? Skin and they enter your what? System and cause severe organ damage. Some are through what you eat, can enter your system through what? Through your mouth. Some can enter your system by inhaling them. Am I communicating? So there are different ways. Remember I told you that all drugs are what? Poison. But depending on the what? The dose. So the normal drug you take today, but there are, we have classes. This one is, even at the smallest dose, is what? Poison. But there are some that maybe depending on the dose you take, they can become poisonous. Am I communicating? I told you about paracetamol. Paracetamol on a normal is not poison. It's not poison. It's not poison. It's not at normal dose you take. It's okay. At your 1 gram dose you take as an adult, it's okay. But up to things like 10 gram can damage your what? System, can damage your liver. This one it doesn't keep it till tomorrow as in the hot. Am I communicating? So know what you do and be careful about what you consume. Some of you, they'll just mix one nonsense. Some of you, what pains me the most is that no, you cannot enter like that. No, go and change and come. You cannot enter like that. I said no. Lie. I refuse. So let's continue. So you can be careful about what you do. What you do, very important. It's not everything you see you consume or use or applies. Some of these things are not even prepared by people that are even professionals in that field. It's quite unfortunate. Even here, some warehouses are there. They'll just be cooking all those things, mixing them, and people are consuming and using. Tomorrow, if you watch now, this time around, if you have noticed, there's high level of what? Kidney issues. Are you aware? It's on the what? On the rise. It's on the what? On the rise. High level of what? Kidney what? Issues. It's on the what? On the rise. Don't you have school uniform? Where is it? Go outside and wear it. Please, 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 please. Wait, please, don't do that. I say you should not do that, please. That place you are standing now, I am not going with it. Please go. Please go. Please, please listen and go, please. Don't get me upset. Just go. Please go and wear a uniform, please. Now, let's continue. Now, to be considered an official poison, the substance, a substance must be listed in the what? Poison what? List. In the poison what? List. And in this poison list, we have two main parts. Two parts. We have part 1 and what? Part 2. Part 1 is strictly under the supervision of a what? Pharmacist. Strictly. But part 2, 1 or 2, but part 1 must be the pharmacist must. Is a must. So that must be under the supervision of a what? Pharmacist before it can be what? Sold. But there are some. An authorized person can do what? Sell it. It may not necessarily be a what? Be a what? Am I communicating? And if you watch the list, there are a lot of them are listed. If you watch, you notice that such those in the part 2, you can easily cross the middle here, go to market and do what? Buy it. True of us? Yes. Now let's look at the part 1. Part 1, we have things like aluminum sulfide, arsenic, and its what? Compounds of what? Arsenic. With the exception of what? Calcium what? Arsenites. Copper acetoarsenites. Copper arsenates. Then lead what? Arsenates. With the exception of these ones I called, other ones must. Other ones are in what? Are in what? Part what? 1. Then we also have barium salts. Barium salts, with the exception of what? Barium sulfate, barium carbonate, barium silicofluoride. Others are in part what? 1. So we have what? Bromo what? Methane. Bromo what? Methane. And chloro what? Chloro what? Picoine, right? There are many of them. Fluoroacetic acid and its salts. Fluoroacetamide. Hydrogen cyanide. Hydrogen what? Cyanide. Then we even have metallic what? Cyanide. With the exception of what? Ferrocyanide and ferric cyanide. With the exception of what? Ferrocyanides and what? Ferric what? Cyanide. We do have lead acetate. Then compound of lead with acid from fixed what? Oil. By the time you go to you start your dispensing practicals. You start doing things like emulsion in your second year. Then you come across fixed oil. We have fixed oil, we have volatile oil, mineral oil, and a lot of oil used in what? Emulsion. Preparation of what? Emulsion. That is your second year work. Good. So then you start seeing things like magnesium subphosphide, mercury and its compounds. Mercury and what? Its compounds. Then you see things like you see things like what and what? That is under mercury what? Compounds. You see nitrate of mercury, oxides of mercury, mercury cyanide, then mercury what? Thiocyanate, ammonium mercury chloride, potassium mercury iodide, organic compounds of mercury which contain metal group directly linked to what? Mercury atom. There are many of them. There are many what? Many of them. Are we together? So you also take things like oxalic acid, 10% weight in weight. When you start doing in your second year, you start doing pharmaceutical calculations. You start seeing things like percentage concentration, weight in weight. Then you understand this better. But I believe that the person that is taking you on 151, anyway, he may not necessarily go that deep in this first year. Then we have phenols. Phenols. Under phenols, we have things like phenolic isomer of cresol, xylenols, monoethyl phenols. Then we have compounds of phenols with a metal. Then 60% weight of phenol, or even for compounds of phenols with a metal, is equivalent to 60% of weight of what? Phenols. We have phosphorus is also there. Then yellow what? Strychnine and isalt. Then we have quaternary compounds, thallium salt and the what have you. So all these things are under what? There are many of them. Under part what? 1. Under what? Part 1. Some people are looking at me as if I'm speaking Chinese. This is pure pharmaceutical and medicinal chemistry. It's also normal, it's also your organic chemistry, true of us. It's also your what? Organic chemistry. For those that did chemistry. You know those that I call those that did chemistry. There are people that pass chemistry, but there are people that did chemistry. You know yourselves. Let's continue. Why laughing? It's not true. It's true. Now let's look at part 2. Part 2 poisons. You see things like ammonia.
Yes, sir. You say this part 2 can be sold on authorized people. Are they not pharmacies?
Hey, what did I say here now?
You say authorized people. Are they not pharmacies? Unauthorized people.
What did I say when I was talking about it? Who can tell? Who can remind us what I said?
One is for pharmacies.
Just all this mention and
If you are listening,
Are they not pharmacies?
if you are listening to what I was saying, if you are listening in my class, you don't need to ask the right question. If they said that you are not listening,
I'm listening.
no, you are not. And I don't like people to draw me back.
Because when we did that quiz last time, I choose both part 1 and 2. When you run it, there is part 1 that is the answer. No, now, that is what I choose. Part 1 and part 2. When you run it, there is part 1 and 2. That is why I'm asking. Who are those authorized people? Are they not pharmacists?
All right, so let's continue. Let's continue. So I said ammonia, right? Good. Then next one is what? Hydrochloric what? Acid. We have nicotine and is what? Salt. Nicotine and what? Is what? Salt. Then we have other quaternary what? Compound. Even nitric acid, phosphoric acid, potassium hydroxide, sodium what? Hydroxide. Formic acid. These are under what? Part what? 2. They're under what? Part 2. Now remember, we are talking about poison, and we also made mention of controlled what? Substances. Controlled what? Substances. Now, in general, we understand by the term controlled substances. At least some of you that work in pharmacy or even in hospitals where they have pharmacy, and if you have worked under a pharmacy, there are some drugs you will say this drug should be what? Should not be, please, this drug must not be sold without a prescription. Are we together? Must not be sold without a prescription. I mean, this is a controlled substance. So let's look at what a controlled substance is. What are they? What are controlled what? Substances. What are controlled substances? Controlled substances are substances that are what? Tightly what? Regulated by governments. Why are they tightly what? Regulated? Because of they have the potential to do what? For what? Abuse and what? Addiction. Where they have the potential for abuse and what? Addiction. Please, I want to correct an impression. Please, let's watch our manners. See, your manner, see, your certificate can get you to a place, but what will make you to climb is your what? Is your attitude and what? Manner. Please, let's watch on that. Irrespective of our age, let us. Sometimes I wonder, there are things I see. I wonder what we teach our children, how we react, how we behave. Let's grow up. Am I communicating? Let's do what? Grow up. So if there's anything, whether you got something in quiz and you are score 0, you come to lecture, 2 of us, and explain yourself. This is what I did. Or simply, can you simply make a note and send? Am I communicating? Then if the lecturer confirm it that you were actually right, it can be corrected. Please, let's watch our manners. It's very important. Are we together? Please. Let's count our teeth with our what? Our tongue. I don't want to talk much on that. All right, let's continue. So now, what are these control drugs? We have examples of them. We have the opioids. There's examples of them, different classes. We have the opioids. We have the one we call the what? The opioids. Then we have the stimulants. Under this opioid, we have drugs under what? These opioids. We have drugs under what? Stimulants. Then we also have depressants. We have what? Depressants. Then we have hallucinogens and anabolic steroids. Those that are in sports normally use this anabolic what? Steroid. These are different groups of what? Controlled what? Substances. Controlled what? Substances. There in Nigeria here, controlled substances are classified into narcotics, psychotropic substances, and what? Precursors. Narcotics, psychotropic substances, and what? Precursors. Now, under precursors, we have things like raw materials, reagents, and what? Solvents. These are under what? Precursors. So now let's look at narcotics. The opium we talked about, they're under what? Drugs from opium, they're under what? Narcotics. So under narcotics are derived from what? Opium. Cannabis. Can someone tell me one of the popular one around here, in Nigeria here, that is under from cannabis that people abuse? Which one? Igbo. Before it was only males that take it, but now females even do what? Take it more than males. Igbo, right? Yes. Igbo. You don't know? You don't know? Yeah. You don't know? Women take it now like fire. Igbo, they take it. In fact, they drink it, not even to taking it. Oh, no, it's not Kolos. Kolos is different. I don't know the reason anyway, but it's not funny. It's not funny, seriously. But it's well. So because of the potentials for being abused or addiction, they're under what? Control what? Substance. Now, so we have they are derived from where? Opium, cannabis, even cocoa leaf what? Plant. Even there are some that are synthetic. Things like methadone, fentanyl. What is this? Are we together? So these substances are under different what? Schedules. Different what? Schedules according to what? UN single convention on what? Narcotics. Is scheduled by what? UN what? Single convention on what? Narcotic. From schedule 1 to what? 4. There's a table I sent. You saw the tables? That table is composite. You see schedules and parts. If you please study that table well, you see schedules and what? Schedule 1 to what? 4. When you talk about parts, Hello. Please let us learn how to see. Let's learn. Hey, we have a lot to learn. Let's learn how to distinguish my personal issue and a common what issue. Before you bring up issue in public, try to find out whether it's my personal issue first. Ask your colleagues, let me see your own. Once you see another colleague that his own is good, it's a personal issue, keep quiet and sort your issue. It's very important. Let's know how to do things. Okay? You are saying it's not easy. Another people say, I tell you now, here that now that is clear, and you are still arguing. It's a personal what issue. Find out what the issue with your own what phone or whatever you are using to view it. Because in my own is clear. Very, very what clear. If it's tiny, you do what? You zoom it. You zoom it. Before I bring things out of public, I want to ensure that it's not my issue. I first what ask my colleague around me. Let me see. Once it's not my. Once if it's my personal issue, I'll keep quiet and sort my issue what out. Are we together? That's how to grow PR. We call it PR, personal what relationship, interpersonal relationship. It's very important to learn these things. Nobody is an island. But let's continue. Now, please let's go through that table. That table is loaded with a lot of things. We have parts there. Part 1, part 2 is there. So the 1 to what 4 is also there. Now let's continue. So what is the purpose of this scheduling? To ensure what appropriate what availability for what medical and what scientific what purposes. So this scheduling into 1 to 4 determines the level of control imposed on it, while also recognizing the importance of this medicine. You know that most of these narcotics are used in what? As pain relief. True of us, are you aware? Most of them are used for what? Pain what? Are you aware? Good. Cocodamol contains what and what?
The ones they use cocaine.
Is it cocaine? What does cocodamol contain? This is caffeine. Hey! It's codeine and what? Paracetamol. It's codeine and what? Paracetamol. It's codeine and what? So codeine is a control substance. True of us. That's why you don't sell it anyhow. In fact, you can't even sell it without prescription, and it must be duly registered in the poison what book, because it's control. It's not any high. You don't just stock it. If you are caught, you are in trouble. You are in wahala. But you may be doing it and be going scot free. One day, monkey go market, come back. You be like, it's not this market you used to sell anyhow, and nobody has caught it. Why me? You go and say you are rich. No rich people. The point is that you refuse to listen to instructions. You want to do things your own way. Then we also have another group. We have the psychotropic substances. We have the psychotropic Anytime you hear psycho, what comes to your mind? Kolo. She said kolo. So we have psychotropic substances. What are they? They are drugs that affect the CNS, the central nervous system. They affect the central. There are many of them. We have the what? Sedatives. What are sedatives? Right? Good. So this issue of making you want to sleep is now employed in pharmacotherapy to put so that the person will do what? Sleep and relax. Am I competing? Yes. So that's why. Have you seen why someone should not just come from anywhere because some of you that run chemists, you go and stock it and hide it. Marketing will come and tell you, give me sleeping pill. You carry and give. One day marketing will sleep, I will not wake up. Then you understand. Then you understand. Maybe marketing will just buy one card. Mistakenly, he will take more than, or somebody. See, these things are very important, but we neglect this. To you have sold it. What do I do with this human being? Sister. So you are doing what? Business. You don't want to lose your customer. You come and tell you, give me. You carry one sister and give. Don't worry. He may go home and keep it. One of his children may come and see it and collect and take even more than and sleep. May not wake up. Then that's a market that came to you begging you to give me sleeping pill. Will be the same market that will go and report to you that you have killed his or her son. Am I communicating? That's when you are now open. You know that the law will now stand. You know that this country has law. So please, let's. If you are told don't do this, do not do it. Even those in pharmacy, those that will work in pharmacy, I have, from my experience, some people don't even care. Give him now. I am very strict on all those things. I am very, very strict when it comes to that. Please, I used to use it now. I use it now. This is what am I? Please. Go back to your watch. Go back to your watch, doctor. Go back to your watch, doctor. Let him prescribe. Very important. But I'm going to collect that prescription from you and store it. Enter it in the poison book and store it in case of tomorrow.
Necessity.
So these things are important. These are important things in the practice. People ignore as if nothing. Maybe you'll be doing it and be going scot-free. One day. Then you'll be crying and I know. Are we together? So these psychotropic substances, we have the sedatives, we have the hypnotics. You see all this is in your AUM. We have the sedatives, we have the what? Hypnotics, we have the hallucinogens, we have what? Stimulants. They, according to this UN convention on what? Psychotropic substances. According to UN convention on psychotropic substances, they are categorized under schedule what? 1 to 4. The other one is under schedule what? 1 to what? This one is under what? 1 to 4. Am I communicating? Yes. Some of them are used for what? Anesthesia in surgery. Some of them, most of these anesthetics. So I use it as what? What is anesthesia? What is anesthesia? It's an anesthesia medication. What is anesthesia?
A procedure, yeah.
Hello? Please, can someone tell me what is anesthesia?
It's a medication. First,
It's not a medication. You cannot be a medication. You can never be an injection. I'll take that. He said that. He said it's a
destiny, victory.
Please, sorry. This is that is a motion that makes us to relax. Is it about relaxing? No. To numb the body for what? Against what? Good. Say what you want to say. Is it to reduce pain or to prevent it?
To reduce the pain of the patient.
Because if you're hello, can someone tell me the major difference between analgesia, and anesthesia? Can someone tell me the difference between anesthesia and analgesia? Anesthesia. We have come difference between anesthesia and analgesia. I didn't say analgesia. I said analgesia. Energy. Hey, no. Please, Alpha. Tell me now. You don't know. Who knows? The difference between analgesia and anesthesia.
Anesthesia is the process of giving to someone that wants to go into operation. You feel the pain in process. Why anesthesia is the
Why what?
why you want to go for before the operation?
Uh-huh.
Why anesthesia?
Okay, let me try.
That's right.
That anesthesia, that one,
Just use simple term. No,
you
no, no.
lose consciousness, like, but the analgesia, they are live.
They will kill the pain.
The point is there. You are just running
They will kill the pain.
around. Just hit it. Bam.
One is to reduce pain and one is to prevent pain.
You say what?
One is to reduce pain. One is to
You go far. You go far. You go far.
What's the answer? What's the answer?
Say it again. Let's hear it.
analgesia to relieve pain. One is to prevent pain.
So in analgesia, there's already pain.
Yes.
Am I communicating? Yes. In analgesia, there's a pain already. We are talking about the different things together. We are going to rounds of drug administration. And she got it. You know, in analgesia, there's pain already. Before someone take analgesic, there's pain already. You want to reduce the pain or stop it. The pain is already there. But in anesthesia, there's no pain. You just want to take something to prevent it. Maybe before surgery, they will now, some of this in anesthesia, we administer what? Anesthetics. Then some of them work on the CNS, that the entire system, the person may even lose consciousness. But we have local anesthesia. That one is just the particular area they want to carry out the procedure to prevent pain, to numb. Someone use pharmacological name. She said that means a pharmacologist just spoke to us now. She said to numb what? The pain what?
To block the pain.
Good, so that the person will not feel pain when the procedure is going on. There was no pain initially. The person just normal, but because they want to carry out a procedure, they will now administer. Am I communicating? That one is what? Anesthesia. But in analgesia, there's already pain. The person has pain already. You want to do what? Give pain relief. To relieve what? The pain. Am I communicating? Does it make sense now?
Yes.
Alright, let's continue. So, some are used for what? Anesthesia in what? Surgery. Even in emergency what? Obstetrics. And the treatment of anxiety. Treatment of what? Anxiety. You are anti-anxieties. You are drug. You are this one. They drink like pure water. They abuse anyhow. That's supposed to be prescription, not just prescription, control drug. What you should be able to put in poison book. They just, anyhow they come and say, give me Lexotan. Give me what? Lexotan. Anyhow you give, because you know where they sell it in the market. You know where they sell it? Where? You don't want to. You go and buy it. Give me. You give. Continue giving. Continue giving. Thank you. Then for insomnia, epilepsy, another what? Conditions. Then what are precursors?
Using drug production.
Precursors that are raw materials, right? So precursors that are raw materials using drug what? Production. They also some of them are also what? Reagent too. Am I completing? And solvents. They are listed as what? Precursor. Example, we have ephedrine. Ephedrine is used for the manufacture of what? Methamphetamine. What is methamphetamine? There's a time they even abuse that one. In fact, some still abuse it today. What is the common name? Methamphetamine. Your eyes look like someone that is. Come here. Come and confess. Have you tasted before? They call it in the eastern part of the country what? Mili. That's what they call it. Eyes, solid what? Eyes, right? Mili, solid what? Eyes. Is it how? Yes, that's what I think. That's what they call it that side. As at 2000 and I think that was last year, right?
Yes.
Last 2 years, it was all over the social media. You will see people hitting their head on the get me, like this. Blood will be flowing. They will hitting it. They're on it. They will hitting this one. It was all over the social media at that time. Drug abuse. It was something else. Everywhere. Young boys. Is what? Methamphetamine. That's the what? The name. So ephedrine is, and also there are some companies that we are just producing it illegally in this country, and they were busted and arrested. So they produce and they distribute, and our youth will do what? Buying it. Our youth will what? Buying them and be wasting their lives. Very disgusting videos. They don't be hitting themselves. So some will just my God.
Dude.
And the blood flowing. They don't even they don't feel anything. A lot of people ran mad. Some died because of this thing. Okay now. So this one is a real life experience that somebody close to her, just like that. So the video was all over the social. I'm surprised that most of it did not. Then what did not check in this social media? Tell me what to check in this social media. Tell me what you know about it, right? So now tell me what do you now do on social media? Football. All right. Were you aware of this? I know you will. You will.
Only TikTok.
Even in TikTok, it was there all over TikTok. All right, so let's continue. So we also have the word sulfuric acid, acetone as what? Reagents. So nationally controlled drugs like what? Include what? Nationally controlled drugs include amitriptyline, caffeine, cafeneco, dextromethorphan, imipramine, ketamine, phenylephrine, thiopental, chlormimipramine, and tramadol. This one is something else. Tramadol 50 milligram is okay, but you see people peddling 200 milligram up and down. That one is for abuse. Am I communicating? Yes. Even though someone can stay, that's why be careful of who you. Someone cannot just come from anywhere and tell you to give me tramadol. It's wrong. Am I communicating? Someone should not just come from anywhere and tell you give me tramadol. Is what? Wrong. If you know what you are doing, question the person. What are you using tramadol for? That ordinary diclofenac cannot do what? Do. Most of them are for what? Abuse. They'll buy one from you, buy one from another place, buy one from another place, then get the number of the dose, the highness they want, and then I continue. Hard rock. I can't hear you. What it is what? He said AA what? Sorry. AWD. ER.
Yeah, because this is made of amphetamine. This is made of amphetamine. So I'm asking because I still can say this is as to make stimulants.
But that's psychotropic. I used to make stimulant. You know what I said?
There are drugs that affect the central
Yes.
nervous system. Not okay, yes, they include stimulants.
Okay, they include stimulant.
So I'm asking, how do you classify it under precursors or psychotropic? Since then, it seems chemical used to make meds.
No, see, something can still be under precursor and still be the most thing. Does it stimulate the CNS? That classification is just whether it has effect on the CNS. Am I computing? Yeah, if something can still be there, like now, some like now, adrenaline that is used in what preparation of a what methamphetamine is a raw material, but on its own, if it can stimulate the central nervous system, it can also be under what? Am I communicating? There's no, these things are not, they are not there's no boundary that it must be. So what does it affect this? If it affects this, it can still be here and at the same time be what? Here. If it can stimulate the CNS, and it can also be used as a raw material to produce other ones. It can be as a precursor. It can also be there as what? Am I communicating? Yeah. So the most important thing is that does it have these qualities? That's what defines it. Not only what we are saying, any other drug in question. Are we together? Now, if you now look at the table, you see the first thing you see there is you have what? List of narcotic what? Drugs under 1961 convention. You see schedule 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Good. Under schedule 1, you see cocaine. All together. List of narcotic drugs. Under schedule 1, you see what? Cocaine. You see diphenoxylate. You see what? Diphenoxylate. You see atropine. You see fentanyl. You see hydromorphone. You see methadone. You see morphine. You see oxycodone. You see oxymorphone. You see phetidine. You see what? Fulcodine, right? Good. Then that was schedule 1. Schedule 2, you see things like codeine, dihydro what? Codeine. There's nothing on 3, 4. Then on that list of psychotropic substances, you see under schedule 2, you see what? Methyl what? Methyl what? Methyl what? Methyl what? Phenidate, right? Then schedule 3, you see flunitrazepam. That is this is what I told you, that some people cornered one lady in the name of business, that they want to do business. The lady didn't know that they have an ulterior motive, and she followed them to a hotel room to do business. Now they now bought this what? Flunitrazepam. Can someone browse me the brand name they bought? I think it's what is that brand name again? I've forgotten it. Then pentalosin, but just take common brand of what? Flunitrazepam. If I see if you call it, I remember it. Just Google common brand of what? Flunitrazepam. Flunitrozepam. Flunitrozepam. Then under this year schedule 3 of psychotropic substance, we also have your what? Enter what? Zosine. Then schedule 4 we have aprazolam, the many of them, bromazepam, buprenorphine, we have clonazepam, diazepam, lorazepam, meprobamate, midazolam, nitrazepam, phenobarbital, temazepam, zolpidem. Then under precursors, we have table 1 and what? Table 2. Rofinol. Good. Yes. That's the brand they use. I can remember now. Yes. Yes. That's the brand they use. They now grind it. They are mixing. The young lady drank it and drank the juice they gave her and slept off. From sleeping, she now traveled to the great beyond. From sleeping, she then traveled to the what? To the beyond. That was all. So be careful when Mangechi comes to you and tell you, "Give me 1 sachet." Be careful. Be careful what you are doing. Be extremely careful. Are we together? So now, without wasting time, let us look at the relationship between pharmacy technician and other health workers. Relationship between what? Pharmacy technicians and other health workers. Relationship between pharmacy technician and other health workers. Are you with us in this class? Are you sure you're with us? Right. So pharmacy technician, of course, I can never stop talking about this. The pharmacy technician play a vital role in the what? Healthcare what? Team. If you know who you are, you know who pharmacy technician is, you appreciate what you are doing. And stop wanting to be this one. Start from where you are and be that one well. What you are, be it what? Well first. Now you're a student. Focus on being a very good what? Student. This life is faced by what? Faith. Am I completing? Yet now as a student, you be a very good student. You come to your class, you sit down in class, you study, you do your assignment, you copy your notes, you do what you're asked to do, you listen, be a very good student. If you're a very good student, you will definitely be a very good pharmacy technician when time comes. When time comes, there's nothing is garbage in what? Garbage out. If you're a good student, if you're a good pharmacy technician student, follow whatever you are doing here, the training, accept the training wholeheartedly and put your mind in it. When the time to be a pharmacy technician comes, you will be a very good pharmacy technician. And if you are a very good pharmacy technician by that time, and you still want to be a pharmacist and take it seriously, you will be a very good pharmacist when the time comes. There's no magic there. But if you are here, come to class, you will not come. Do assignment, you will not do. Read, you will not read. But you want to be a good pharmacy technician. It's not true. It will continue what? Like that. It will continue what? Like that. Unless there's a special intervention by God, but it doesn't always occur. It happened to few people. Few. Hello. So I say that pharmacy technician play a vital role in healthcare team. They interact with various health professionals to ensure effective and what? Patient safe and effective patient care. So let's have an overview of the relationship between pharmacy technician and other health worker. First, let me have a recap of the relationship with what? Pharmacists. Before I move to other, just a recap. We discussed the relationship with pharmacists in detail, right? Yeah. I just want to have a recap. Are you my student? That means you're my new student.
No.
Are you sure? What have you been? Let me see your quiz exercise book. Okay, you are the one that used this thing for my quiz. Let me see what to score. Oh, you only one quiz you wrote. I see it
used the
now.
second one.
She's my new student. Alright, so let's just have a recap of the relationship with what? Pharmacists. Of course, they assist pharmacists with dispensing what? Medication. They prepare and process prescriptions under pharmacists what?
Supervision.
They communicate patient information and medication what? Concern. Good. What are the relationship with nurses? What are the relationship with what? Nurses. They collaborate on what? Medication administration and what? Management. Most of the questions nurses will ask you. Some of these nurses, you see that will be maybe things that bordered on maybe some calculations or drug administration and management. Most of the information they want to get it from you because they must not see the pharmacist to get such what information because you have been working through the system. You go to say one or two things. Am I complete? Except maybe when they go to clinical, you can now refer them to the what pharmacist. Not that they want to collect 10% D water. You say go and see what. Am I communicating? They want to collect 5 minutes range. Go and see pharmacist. All you do is please let me see the patient folder. Look at it. You mark that you have given him or her this one. True of us. Do you want to go and see pharmacists to do that? So that means you have a lot relation. You have a lot to do when it comes to the relationship with what nurses. In fact, if you're not careful, you start having issues with them. True of us. So maybe they are there's an emergency. They will rush through. They will not follow the normal procedure, which is and some may be very, 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 very lazy that they did not even equip their whatever they have. They will not rush. Give me 5 minutes. Come, give me somebody. If you're not careful, you start having issues because those things need to be documented. Two of us, they need to be what? Documented. Some of them, there is also on the part of the former technician, there may be a lapse there too. Because if they don't come, they have. I told you that we have not started practicing UDDS fully in their nursing whatever. We have some cupboards where they store some of this in small what quantity for emergency what situation. Am I communicating now? But for somebody to leave the emergency and start coming to pharmacy to collect 5 minutes range, it means that they're not serious. Yes, that's the meaning. Because they're not doing their work. There should be either the pharmacy department is not doing their work or the nursing. They're not that emergency whatever. They're not doing their work because there should be a place where even if it is 10, even if it's 10, this thing you keep it. That this is what in case of emergency. Then when the coast is clear, you come and do what? Come with your book and refill. Am I communicating? You can go and check what they have there. Am I communicating? So if you don't understand this, you start having issues.
So you're talking about emergency.
Yes. If you're not careful, you start having issues with them. Because anything that happens, anything that misses in pharmacy, you take responsibility. Two of us. So that's why you want to. But in that situation, you don't need to document it. It's not documenting that people so much life is at stake, and you are talking about writing 1, 2, 3. Just may even slap yourself. Two of us, yes. And if anything happens, you will also be held responsible. You will hear that they came to collect, you refused. That was why the patient died. You be hey, how, when? Am I competing? So you must learn how to walk, even if they don't come for it. You on your own should reach out to them. Please come, go there. If in some big hospitals they have what you call satellite pharmacy. Where we have pharmacy as a department, we have different units. In that emergency, we have emergency pharmacy units, but not in every hospital you see such thing. Am I communicating? Not in every hospital. So some of the small ones that don't have such thing, they still go to the main pharmacy store to pick all those things. So what you normally do to help the thing work out, pharmacy will create a small box, small cupboard there, where they will now have the book there. They supply them small quantities of those things they need in emergency situations. So it is your work, even if they don't come, it is your work as a pharmacy technician to always go there to check, ask them question. Of course, keep a record of how what is going on there. Am I communicating? Then, in that case, if there's emergency, not only medical devices, you see some infusions kept there. Once they start, once they are using one, they come back and do what? Replace it again. That's where you now sit down and do what? Doing your plus and minus. Not when patient is waiting, you are doing plus and minus. No, you are blocking their work, and it's not good. Please, can you open this? All right, thank you. So now, apart from that, next one is what?
Physician.
She dey share what? Patient information and treatment what? Plans. Coordinate care transition. Example, patient what? Discharge. Patient what? Discharge. Then what are the relationship with what? Physicians. With what? Physicians. They communicate what? Medication orders and what? Changes. Maybe if a prescription comes in, the first technician will collect it and go and give to pharmacist, right? When the pharmacist look at it, trying to assess it, and note one or two errors, the pharmacist may give you that to pharmacist to go to the what? Doctor. Am I communicating? Especially when there's no space. Maybe that patient is attending to, you can give to go and communicate whatever changes. So the doctor can now effect the what? The change. Before the position can now be what? Filled. Are we together? Good. And they also do what? Clarify what? Prescription what? Instruction. They provide medication information and what? Resources. Now, what are the relationship with other healthcare professionals? With dietitians. You know we have other healthcare what? Professionals that are not what? Doctors and what? Pharmacists and what? Nurses. They are not even what? Physicians. Are you aware? We have the one that are not physicians, that are not nurses, that are not pharmacists. Those like dietitians, two of us. So, what is the relationship with what? Dietitians. They collaborate on what? Nutrition and medication what? Management. What of therapists? Physiotherapists? There are many of them. There are many of them. What of administrative staff? This is another area of wahala. With medical record people, with billing section, and another place of wahala. You must learn how to do what? Interact with them. Very important. Another area we have issues. Because some of them, maybe some of them actually wanted to be pharmaceutical technician, but they could not. But it's true. It's true. You know here, you know here, there's this mentality we have which is wrong. There's this mindset we have which is wrong, and that's why we are not doing well. We believe that it's only when you become a pharmacist or a doctor, that's when you are made it in life, or a nurse. Any other one is nonsense. So if the person aspired to be a pharmacist and couldn't get it, or a nurse couldn't get it, and decided to manage and see themselves as other this thing, some may find themselves in health record. They are angry with themselves. They are not happy. They are not satisfied. But they have this stupid mindset that others are better than one, which is wrong. So them may start even be jealous of you, sir. You think that his or her anger is because of what happened. No, the anger is that you have want Christian and he is not a Christian. That may even be the anger, sir. You won't even know. And you will be like, maybe if you talk to him, you will be like, is it because because you're a nurse, you talk to me anyhow? You know, the point is that until we start changing that mindset that everybody in healthcare team is important. If you find yourself as a pharmacist, a pharma technician, as a health information manager, you know, those ones are in hospital setting, they are mainly in the ward, medical ward, medical department. Be happy with it. That is where you are. Find out what you can contribute in that area to make the patient's care a better one. You were not able to do it. Accept it and be happy. If I had, I would have. It's nonsense. You could not. Now you are here. Be happy and accept it. Start looking for ways what you can contribute. If you look into that field and research, you find out that field there's something important that you can contribute in that field for the purpose of what patient care. And until you look inward, you will not find anything. You think it's all about carrying paper. No. Am I communicating? So when you see people like that, know that so they may not actually be happy. Try to understand that. Know how to communicate and deal with them and work with them and achieve your purpose. And also remember that when two elephants are fighting, the grass will do what? Suffer it. And who are the grasses this time around? The patients. When there's problem in healthcare team, the patient will suffer it. And the patient can be anybody. The patient can be your uncle. It can be your parents. It can be anywhere. They can be anywhere. They might even be in where you're working. So a harm to one is a harm to what? All. Because they may be, if you don't care about promoting synergism in the healthcare, maybe you are where you are, fermenting problem. Don't worry. Your uncle in the village are also in the hand of healthcare team there. So that trouble you are fermenting where you are in the township, don't worry, someone will be there. Fermenting the same trouble there. Then tell me who will take care of them.
The man that is like in charge of oxygen is always feeling reluctant.
Okay.
So people has died because of him trying to bring oxygen.
Okay.
So he gets to a time when his wife is in the emergency and he needs that same oxygen. So his start was and there was no oxygen available. So and he's the one that's supposed to bring the oxygen to the hospital. He lost his wife because of that.
Okay now. So please, this one even happen to him directly now.
Yes.
What of those have that is happening to your uncle in Abuja? You don't even know because you don't care. Anywhere you are, promote anything you are. Use anything at your disposal to promote synergism among the healthcare professionals. Because once they start fighting each other, patients will suffer it. Are we together?
Yes.
All right. So then, what are the relationship with patients? They provide medication. What? They answer patient questions. They ensure patient what? Confidentiality and what? Data what? Protection. I think I have explained this over and over again, over and over. Hello. Pastor, 10:30. We are not waiting for anybody. You of course know. Hello, all together? Yes. So what are the key aspects of effective relationship All this relationship we have been talking about here is relationship. What are we supposed to do to have effective what? Relationship. What are we supposed to do to have effective what? Relationship. What and what? And one is what? Communication. Yes, communication. Our communication should be clear, concise, and what? Respectful. Very important. You know, everybody in this life have elements of, if you don't have pride as a human being, sorry, you are not. Hello? Are we together?
Yes.
There is nothing wrong with pride. Are you aware?
Yes.
Are you aware? Are you aware? Are you aware? Let me explain. There is nothing wrong with pride. As a human being, you should have pride. It shock you? Now let me explain. You should have pride as a human being. Take it or leave it. Good, but don't feed on your words. Right. Am I concreting? Don't feed. If you feed your pride, you become what? Arrogant.
Yes.
Am I concreting? Yes. As a human being, what you are doing, you should be proud of. You can never do without it. But this should comes when you now, take it to the other side. It becomes what? Arrogant. That's where the issue comes. Am I concreting? Yes. Your pride as a human being will not allow you to do certain things. True or false? Are you aware? Your pride as a human being will not allow you to do certain things. There are things you want to do. You'll be like, man, what am I? Why must I do this? Can't I walk? Maybe you want to beg for money. You'll be like, why will I beg? Let me find something meaningful to do with my life. You have not lost your pride and dignity as a human being. True or false? Yes. There's nothing wrong with it. Your pride should help you think straight. There are some things you cannot do again. You are in class, you are making noise, fighting. Your pride, nah, what will I be doing this now? I am above this now. I am what? Above this. No, I'm saying now. I said that pride is nothing wrong with that word pride. The point is this: if you feed on it and build, if you become what? Arrogant. There are some things your pride won't allow you to do, and you see your hands up. You are now, man. We are professionals. Your shoulders should be up. You should carry yourself as one. There should be courage. Two of us. You should have a courage as a professional. It's not everything you do. When you don't have pride, anything you go into it, any trouble you fight, you talk. Anywhere you see yourself, conductor will take your money. You tear. You will to start fighting. That person has no pride. You've lost your what? Pride.
Yes, your money.
Am I communicating? Do you now understand where we are coming from?
Yeah.
Do you now understand where we are coming from? Even we in this profession, there's this pride of this profession. You pride yourself as one. True of us? Yes. You are courage alone. There are things you cannot do again. So in as much as you should have your, also know that somebody else also has his or her own word, pride. Know how you talk to people. That's where I am coming to. Know how you talk to what people. That's why he said that in communication you do that what respectfully. You do that what respectfully, knowing that every human being on this earth has element of what pride. Even your small boy that is growing up, you don't talk to him anyhow. That's how you talk to him. He becomes stubborn and to you. Do you know why he becomes stubborn? Because of the way you. Yes. approach you. Am I communicating? But there's how poverty will deal with you. You will even lose your paradise self. Two of us, because you want to eat. They will tell you, clean my shoe. You are cleaning because you want to eat. They talk to you anyhow. You endure because you want to do what? At least let me do what? Eat. But that's how somebody will treat you. Say, you now say, Oti, I think I can do this thing. No. Let me look for a way to do it. It's not arrogant. You have self-respect. And that's how you will how do I put it? That's how you will mess yourself up. You lose it. You do what? You lose it. That's what this is saying, that if you want to be respected, you do what? Respect yourself. Know your self-worth and do what? Respect. Know your self-worth. There's nothing wrong with that. That is the pride. That is the pride we are talking about. Knowing your what? Self-worth. That's your pride. But it becomes an issue when you now start all the time. You're like this. You don't want to consider any other person. You are the all and all. That's where arrogance has what entered. That's the problem now. There's a thin line between that pride and what arrogance. There's a very thin line between them. That if you're not careful, you have become arrogant without even what knowing. So collaboration. You should have shared goals and what? Responsibility. Shared goals and what? Responsibility. Of course, mutual respect. You value each other's what? Expertise. Don't say that I am a doctor. I know it all. To hell, all of you. You don't know what you are doing. It's only me that went to university. It's only me. Don't you know I am a medical doctor? And so what? I am a pharmacist. You are just a pharmacy technician. You know nothing. And so what? Value each other's what? Expertise. Know that there's something the person's expertise will contribute in your work too, to improve the outcome, healthcare outcome of the what? Patient. Are we together? Of course, you should trust. Relying on each other's what? Professionalism. When a doctor say that I have cleared this patient, that this is what the patient has, trust in the what? Professionalism. Two of us. You're not a doctor. You're not a what? Doctor. Focus on your own training and trust that with his own and with your own, you will do what? Form a better what? Team. Flexibility. Try to adapt to patient what? Need. Patients can give trouble. Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
A lot of things change about them. So try to adapt. Don't always be too strict that it must be. Be realistic. Find out what is going on and know how you can adjust to be able to do what serve the patient what better. Am I communicating? That's the point we are making here. So other things are just most of the things we have said in one way or what, the other you can easily do what? Read up. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
They are self what? Explanatory. Let us not waste our time there. Let's not waste our time there. All right. So, any question asked?
No question. No question.
In our next class, we'll go over to the general discussion on what the need for maintenance of good what conduct and what ethics. We look at conduct and ethics. You are in biology in my class. No. So what are you doing? Yeah, just jotting down what? Say what? Something. when we are doing nothing. Any question? We have 6 minutes for question. No question. No question. All right. In the absence of question, we'll stop here for today. Thank you very much for your attention. God bless you.
Amen.